What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Landeris. You already know. You see it. You see it. L&L Lawn Service, Kansas City, Missouri, Blue Springs area. Back at you. Hey guys, I want you guys to take a look at this yard, right? Now, I've been debating on getting rid of this yard for the last 2 years due to the fact that on Sundays, I know today is Sunday, I told myself I wasn't gonna work today, but on Sundays, but plans change for this week that I need this day off, and I'm trying to make it work that I do some of my yards today. That way I can have a certain day off later on in the week that I need off. But yeah, I'll give you the backstory on this yard, then I'll show you. So I've been doing this yard for about 8 years since I started. Let's say 7. Let's say 7 years. It's probably been 8, but it's probably let's just say 7. I believe it's 8 when I first started, but let's just give it the benefit of the doubt and say 7. So I've been doing this yard for about 7 years. Now, when I first started doing this yard, the customer wanted it push open bagged, and I did it for about, that's what I've been doing these last couple of years. I've been bagging it, and they used to have the buckets so that I could just dump the grass in, which was easy, and then HOA or whatever came around and said that they needed to put it in garbage, in leaf bags or debris bags, the brown bags. So now that even takes a little bit even more work to kind of get the bag out, get it secured, try to dump the grass probably 2 or 3 times, 4 times maybe, but yeah, it wasn't bad, and I was younger. So I figured out the exact way to cut this yard without exerting a lot of energy, and push more in this yard is sometimes can be difficult, especially with the heat beating down on you. And it's been a good run with this yard. Next year, 2025, I'm going to restructure my business where I'm not going to be driving out anywhere. I don't want to drive out anywhere, and it prevents me from, even if I drive out somewhere, like say for instance I have somebody working with me, and I've had this before where I have somebody working for me, I give them the schedule, and they got to come up north to cut 5 or 6 yards that I have up here. The yards are profitable, but at the same time, they're profitable, but at the same time, you lose money on this day with the drive time with somebody either working with you or they're doing it on their own. I say about driving around, and I done clocked it, coming up this way, doing the yards, driving around, and then going back home, I am roughly giving away 3 hours. 3 hours of free time. That's the drive time. About 3 hours from here back and driving around to the certain yards that I gotta do. It came out to about 3 hours. Now, if I'm doing it myself, then that's a different story. But if you got somebody working with you, or you got somebody else doing it, then that time is eating up your profits. So it hinders me to have somebody come out here and do this, even though these yards are profitable. It hinders me to come out here or have somebody come out here to do it, because I know that I'm losing money by doing that on this day. Now I could try to make it back up, back at home or something like that when I do my yards closer to home, but still, I don't want to push mow this anymore. I just don't. And I'll let you guys take a look at it. I know you guys want to see it. But I don't want to push mow this anymore. I don't want to bag this. Now this year, I'm only bagging the front and I'm cutting the back. And I also fertilize this. I also do the bushes. I also put down a little bit of mulch. And I'll show you everything that I do. And there's a yard right down the way that takes me 5 minutes to do. And she pays me 48 bucks to do it. Very profitable yards out here. But it's not the money, it's just that I don't want to do it no more, and I want, if I do hire somebody, I don't want to be wasting money anymore. So here's a look at it. It's beautiful out here. So here's the yard, and it has an incline and everything. So on a hot day, this yard will beat you to death. On a cool day like this, it's 70, breezy. Man, no problem. Take you about 45 minutes to do, 5 minutes to edge, let's say 50 minutes to do. And yeah, take a look. So I do those bushes, each year. I'll shave them, I'll get them all down. I either do them in the fall or the spring, either way. So, and you can see this incline right here. You can look at the Toro. Like I said, I don't bag the back anymore or the sides, but that's all incline too. You see that? Incline, incline, incline. So I push mow this sideways. You'll be crazy to go up and down with this. You got to do it sideways. You got to do it sideways, and it wraps all around here. It wraps around. It wraps around there. See that? It wraps around. But yeah, look at this incline. Used to be a tree right there, but it fell down. This one day it's gonna fall, I know. But yeah, I gotta edge this. But yeah, it's an incline. I'll go to the bottom so y'all can see. It's probably 40 degree, 30. I know it's more than 20. You see that? It's probably 20 right here, 30, 40 to 50 right up there. But man, you'll get a leg workout up this joint, man. So I've been doing this about 7 years. And I don't want to do it no more. I don't want to do it no more. So, got that. Let me get this mower up here before the wind blows it and it goes into the water. Bear with me right quick. I don't even want to push this thing up. I gotta turn this bad baby on to help me get up this hill. So as you can see, this is the front yard right here. This year, I decided I'm only gonna bag it the front. So I'm only bagging the front. The rest I'm done. I just not bagging it no more. So let me go in here, get me a drink. So as you can see, I gotta edge that. I gotta trim that. See how I'm huffing and puffing? Just going up that hill. Just going up that hill. It's a mess. But I've gotten used to it. You put somebody on there for the first day, they might quit. You know what I'm saying? But I've had people that do the yard, no problem. But I know it's tough, especially when that sun's beating down on you. And then when you gotta fertilize it too. You gotta walk that to cut it and then walk it to fertilize. Now don't get me wrong, I charge big time on that property for the mulch, for the fertilizer, just to cut the yard. I charge big time. And they also have me drive another 30 minutes away to do the mother-in-law. And I charge big time to do that too. So you could be making, say for instance, I had to cut the yard, fertilize it, and then go over and do the mother-in-law 30 minutes from here. I'm making well over 400, 500 bucks to do that. At least $450 at least. That's if I'm fertilizing it, cutting it, and then going over to cut the mother-in-laws. Now I only cut the mother-in-laws every 2 weeks because their grass don't grow at all. But every 2 weeks I go over there and cut it. So I'm making about $450, $475 when I do that every 2 weeks. So as you can see that it pays, but do I want to push mow it anymore? No. Do I want to drive up here anymore? No, I don't. So next year I'm just going to make the sacrifice. Now I will tell you, now you guys tell me, I will tell you that I bring in about, sometimes it depends on what he wants done, because I do leaf service here. I do everything, and they got the income to do it. I do everything, and I probably on this one property I probably pull between 7 to 10K each year on this property, along with the mother-in-law property. Like 7, 8 to 10K. I got to look at it again. Sometimes it fluctuates. So the question is, do I keep this? You know, because I don't want to push it no more. So next year I'm going to focus on hiring somebody. Again, hiring somebody to do my routes and stuff like that. But is it worth keeping? I probably would keep it if I don't have to do it. But then I'm going to have to pay somebody and then lose a little bit of money on the back end for doing these yards. And then again, I got to look at the numbers again. It might not even matter depending on the other days, whatever revenue I bring in on other days. So it might not even matter. It's just the drive time up here is what I'm focusing on. And if I'm doing a yard, I don't want to push mow anymore. And I've tried to convince him to put, you know, a machine on his yard, but only machine you could probably put on his yard is a walk behind 45-inch with a bagger on it or something, or, you know. But I don't want to even do that, where you can finish a little bit quicker and things like that. I don't even want to do that. So yeah, guys, I'm debating on. Now it ain't no debate. I'm getting rid of this property and all these properties up here. I already got some of these lawn guys up here that I've talked to, and networked with, did some network with, and they said that they'll take on this property. But 2025, I'm not doing this property. So, and like I said, I'm trying to do route density and focus on that, and focus on hiring somebody in my route density area, so we're not driving around a lot. But yeah, guys, that's the deal. That's the deal. So what would you guys do? Would you keep this property and the properties up here? Would you keep it? What would you do? I gotta figure it out, but I think I'm gonna let them go. I'm gonna let these properties go. Because me personally, I don't want to drive up here. But if I had somebody else doing it, you know, I might reconsider. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, guys, like, subscribe, leave your comments, hit that bell button, do whatever you gotta do. But you better do it. All right, I'm out. I'll see you in the next video. Hey, subscribe to my channel, like right now. All right, thanks. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.